Hey everyone, many blessings. So we are back kicking off this next video. But before we get started, y'all already know how we do. Starting off, we're gonna go ahead and just take some deep breaths in while we meditate on this music and natural vibes. So let's go ahead and get started and take some deep breaths in and out. Okay, so now that that's out of the way, I want to encourage everyone to like, comment, subscribe to this content if you feel that it speaks to you on a more personal, interpersonal level. Also, go ahead and click that notification bell. That way you are notified whenever I do release a new video. So the topic for today is let's talk focusing on your own spiritual development by All Things Wonderful. So I found this article online from the Seattle Christian Counseling website. And so put on these are my old glasses, you guys. I decided I'm not gonna buy a new pair of glasses until my youngest gets a little bit older, because he actually broke the last few pairs that I bought recently. So I decided I'm not buying any more glasses until he gets older. And me and contact do not get along. I have really sensitive eyes. So just bear with me. So what they posted is, I'll just read it for you. What does spiritual development mean for the Christ follower? Acts 17, verse 28 answers the question well. For in him we live and move and have our being. Our essence, belonging, search for meaning and purpose originate from the Lord as transformed through the person of Yah and the Most High's infallible and unchanging word. The purpose of spiritual development is summed up well in Romans chapter 12, verse 2. That exhort us with these powerful words. Do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. Then you will be able to test and approve what the Most High's will is, his good, pleasing, and perfect will. Yah's truth and purpose transform the soul, the spirit, mind, and strength in all of our activities. Everything we have, including our knowledge, skills, talents, and abilities, are to be stewards to God, to the Most High. Spiritual development is increasingly aligning God's purpose for the world with our story. Simply put, spiritual development is becoming more like Yahusha every day. And then I'm going to read some of the Bible verses that portray spiritual refinement that they put here. Jesus says to the children of God, seek first his kingdom and his righteousness, and all these things will be given to you as well. This is Matthew chapter 6, verse 33. Being confident of this, that he who began a good work in you will carry it on to completion until the day of Yah's return. Philippians 1, verse 6. And then, let's see. I did want to just read briefly spiritual development as spiritual guidance. Spiritual guidance from other true chosen does not have to be authoritarian. In fact, the primary role of a spiritual guide is to help the one seeking guidance to attend and be in tune with the Spirit. The supportive role of spiritual guidance is very much in line with counseling and coaching. Spiritual guidance does involve as well correcting a skewed view of the character of God. All right, I'm gonna take these off. These bad boys off now. I done read it. All right. So, being in tune with the Spirit is very key. And this is how we kind of can connect with one another, especially with the true chosen, is because we're all guided by the Spirit. And one thing I've said repeatedly on this YouTube channel is that you always know who's being led by the Spirit and who's the true chosen of the Most High, because we tend to add to what each other is saying, most times unknowingly and unconsciously. And that means that's a clear sign that we are all being led by the Spirit. We are all on one accord. Even if we don't want to be. A lot of times I do feel like a lot of the chosen, sometimes we have a problem with our egos. Egos won't allow us to accept, one another, because we have such high egos. We think so highly of ourselves, because why shouldn't we? We have the Holy Spirit, the Most High is on our side. The Most High, is saying he loves us and he cares for us. So of course we, it's only natural that the King of Kings, having him show that his attention and affection towards us, it's only natural for us to have these high egos, right? The Most High is looking out for me. The Most High loves me, so it's only natural for us to have these high egos, but that can kind of get in the way of us actually communing together and actually uplifting one another and actually being there for one another and actually, adding good content and commentary to what we have to say. A lot of times I see a lot for the true chosen is we tend to drift to doing things on our own. We tend to have a difficult time truly coming together and truly communing with one another because of the egos. So I want to encourage us to work on that. I know I speak on this, but a lot, but it is something that even I need to work on, is being able to commune with the true chosen. So I wanted to speak on having blind faith. Blind faith. Blind faith is like walking blindfold through a dark forest, right? but you are still being led by the Spirit. There's a lot of things that I'm gonna just give you my example because I know myself. I don't necessarily know what y'all go through or whatever, but I'm assuming that a lot of the true chosen go through this too. What I find is a lot of things that I talk about seems to happen, and I have that kind of blind faith where I've in some ways isolated myself from the world when it comes to certain things. Like I said, I don't have cable TV. And the TV that I do watch through the internet is usually YouTube videos, helping me increase my spiritual guidance, or it's like things like intervention or hoarding, or my 600-pound life, or these crimes, because as a social worker, this is the kind of stuff I will be dealing with on a daily basis. So I'm always trying to watch things that is expanding my knowledge, and I feel like a lot of things that we see on TV right now is kind of has the agenda of decreasing your knowledge. It's a lot of propaganda and fake news and all this stuff. So I tend to stay away from that. A lot of times I don't have to see things to believe it. That's blind faith, even though it does help. I tell the Most High, like it does help, but it's not the end all be all. In fact, I feel like it makes you more powerful when you walk in blind faith. It makes the Most High even that more trusting of you, because who wouldn't be, if there's nothing, if everything seems to be going wrong, there's no signs of, the Savior around, but you're still walking in faith, that shows a sense of loyalty. You know what I'm saying? So we must continue to walk in faith, not by sight. Walk by faith and not by sight. What I wanted to add to that is that sometimes our own fears and insecurities hold us back from trusting in the Most High. I think that's one of the big things that I feel like I struggle with in my walk with the Most High, is letting my own fears and insecurities that I've accrued over my life go to the point where I can still, to the point where I can fully trust in the Most High. It's not that I don't want to. It's not like I'm telling the Most High, no, I don't want to. I think it's that deep down, like that deep spiritual battle within myself to let go of all the fears I have, all the insecurities I have, to just say, okay, yeah, your will be done. Let me just let it go, Sometimes too, it's just like you put in a lot of effort in certain situations, you put in, you feel like you put in that work. And then for the Most High to say, no, let it go. It's kind of tough to do. It's really tough. But, you got to do it. You got to trust in the Most High. His will be done. Also, what I want to encourage us to do is continue to pray and fast. Prayer changes everything. Because the Most High answers your prayers. You could talk to the Most High all through the day you want, in your mind, out loud. You can talk to the Most High, and He appreciates that. But when you actually get down on your knees and pray, that's when you can see real change. That's when you can expect the Most High to really answer your prayers. It's better to pray because prayer is the most powerful thing we can do as individuals. And I really don't know why, my complexion is the way it is. I think I was playing around, when I was trying to do my lives, and I was playing around with the filters and everything. And I think it even transferred to this. So I do apologize for that. I do apologize for that. If that's bothering you, I'm sorry. Prayer shows submission. It shows that you are willing to get down on your knees and submit to Yah. And he loves to see that. He wants to see that your true desire to gain a relationship with him and to trust him and respect him. That kind of thing. So I am leaving y'all with that today. So that's the topic, focusing on your own spiritual development. And I hope that this was enlightening for you all. I hope it was as enlightening for you as it has been for me. I encourage you all to meditate on this video and his word. And I'm going to leave y'all with that. Y'all already know what it do and what it is over here. It is peace, love, light. Shalom. And another key thing that I wanted to say is that, that goes along with focusing on your own spiritual development, is that when you focus on yourself, you are more in line and centered and grounded to where you get things done faster. You see the road and the path clearer when you just sit there and focus on yourself. Because if you sitting there looking at this person and what that person and what this person is doing, and then you start to get distracted. And what that does is that takes you off your specific path and purpose, and how the Most High is guiding you too. It's good to know, what others are doing and what they're seeing and all this stuff, but it's also very good and integral for you to focus on your own journey and your own growth, because what this person is doing might not necessarily be for you, And I'm gonna leave y'all with that. Peace, love, light.